My name is Vipavi Kausala. I am a senior associate within the M&A team at Clifford Chance Singapore. I am a qualified lawyer in Thailand, and I have recently passed the QLTS assessment on my first attempt. I obtained a Bachelor of Law from Thammasat University in Thailand and a Master of Law in Corporate and Securities Law from the London School of Economics in the UK. I started my legal career with a local firm in Thailand about 10 years ago. In 2013, I joined Clifford Chance Thailand and then relocated to Clifford Chance Singapore in 2017. My main areas of practice now include merger and acquisition, public takeover, securities-related transactions, and general corporate advice. I have a particular interest on financial and commercial goods and retail sector, and I advise both Thai and international clients. When I came to Singapore in 2016 for a secondment at our Clifford Chance office, I was given the opportunities to work on various cross-border M&A transactions. These transactions were very complex and involved many parties across various jurisdictions. I noticed that the transaction documents that we use in this transaction were governed by English law or Singapore or Hong Kong law, which is also based on English law. I then realized that if I have the knowledge of English law, it will help me to fully understand the legal concept embedded in this transaction document. On top of that, if I can add value on both local law and English law aspect of the transaction, I will be able to provide seamless advice to the clients. In addition to these reasons, after I came back to Thailand from my secondment in Singapore, I decided to pursue my legal career in international markets such as Singapore or Hong Kong. I did some further research and I found out that there has been an increasing need for dual qualified lawyers in a common law jurisdiction like England. And then I realized that if I add this English law qualification on top of my Thai law qualifications, it would help my profile to stand out from the crowd. I decided to take a preparation course because I have a civil law background and I plan to take the assessment while working full-time. My colleagues who took the assessment previously told me that taking a preparation course is very crucial, especially for those who have not studied or worked in common law jurisdiction before. The reason why I chose QLTS school because it was highly recommended by my colleagues. I also did my own research and looked at the course syllabus and materials offered by QLTS school, and I thought that they should work well with my knowledge level, my schedule, and my learning style. I had good experience with QLTS school and was satisfied with the services and materials offered by the school. I found that the portal provided by the QLTS school was really easy to navigate. The course material were very comprehensive but not too difficult for those who study in civil law jurisdiction to understand. The tutors was also very supportive and encouraging. She pushed me very hard to take the mock test before the assessment and make sure that I improved the area of law that I was not comfortable during the mock exam. For the MCT, I found that the mock questions were the most beneficial ones. I took more than half of the mock questions available. They helped me understand how the questions are framed and the granularity of the answer that I need to know. The questions provided by the QLTS school were very complex and very detailed. And if you do like a lot of mock questions, it would help you be prepared for the exam on the day. For the OSCE, the tool that I found most beneficial would be having the mock exam with the tutor. The tutor gave very honest and constructive feedback. She helped me improve the areas of law that I was not comfortable with and also helped me master the skill that I was already good at. And I would advise that all the exam takers to do the mock exam with the tutor as soon as they finish the first revision, because the tips that are given by the tutor would be beneficial to your assessment. For the MCT, I spent around 2.5 months, and for the OSCE, I spent around 6 months to prepare. This is not considered a lot when you have to work full-time and the workload is heavy. I would spare around 2 hours, 2 to 3 days per week to study during the week. On the weekend, I try to spend at least 6 to 8 hours to study, and I kept track of my progress and make sure that I complete the milestone according to the timeline that I set. And on top of that, I make sure that I focus on difficult subjects first, such as tort, property, criminal, and civil litigations. And this is because the material for these subjects are very comprehensive and very difficult to understand, especially for those who have not practiced in those areas before. And I would make sure that I allocated enough time to make sure that I fully understand and can do more revisions before the exam. My firm was really supportive of my study. I was offered financial support, and I was allowed to take some time off during the weeks leading up to the exam. The team was really understanding when I had to balance my work and study. In addition to that, they gave me the opportunities to work on the transactions which involve English law documents so that I could have more exposure and I could familiarize myself with the English law concept before the assessment. I would like to thank Clifford Chance for supporting me throughout this whole process. I spent a lot of time reviewing the materials and practicing the mock questions, but I still felt very nervous when I took the assessment because it was my first time. However, with a lot of guidance from my colleagues, my friends who took the assessment previously, with a lot of preparations and tips from my tutor, I knew what to expect when I entered the exam room. I think at the end of the day, you will never be ready. You just need to tell yourself that you are and just need to give it your best shot. I am a senior associate within the M&A team at Clifford Chance Singapore. My main focus now is cross-border M&A transactions. I advise both Thai and international clients, including MNC, private equity firm, and financial institutions. I do a lot of transactional work, but on top of that, I also provide regulatory and Thai law advice which are relevant to M&A transactions, such as foreign direct investment and shareholding restructuring. Having a common law jurisdiction is very essential, especially when you are assigned to work on international transactions. The firm, as well as the client, would expect a lead lawyer to have the knowledge and experience in dealing with the issues arising out of cross-border transactions. The Singapore market is a very competitive market, and there has been an increasing need of dual qualified lawyers. If you want to pursue a legal career in this competitive market, being a dual qualified lawyer would definitely enhance your legal career. Definitely, a preparation course is very essential for those that do not have common law backgrounds. I would also recommend anyone who needs to work full-time while taking the assessment to take a preparation course. This is because the preparation course will help you focus on the important areas of law, as well as help you develop necessary skills such as drafting, writing, and advocacy skills. The course provided by QLTS School, for example, offer many useful videos for advocacy, interview the client, and also provide lots of good examples for legal drafting and writing. Find out what strategies and methods that are right for you. Everyone is different. Everyone has very different background, level of knowledge, experience, and expectations. In terms of when to start the preparation, I would say that start it as soon as possible when you decide that you want to take the assessment. This is an intense process. The assessment is very difficult. It covers various areas of law. It requires a lot of hard work, effort, discipline, and preparation. Do not ever underestimate this assessment, even though you have been working for many years. Another good tip is that speak to those who have done the exam already, because they can provide you with lots of good tips, advices, and suggestions. And remember that you are not alone. You are not the first one who take the exam. And anyone, can do it. Just put your heart to it. If you want to pursue a legal career in international firm and international markets such as Singapore, Hong Kong, the UK, or big financial center in Europe, having an English law qualification would be beneficial because it will add to your profile that you can advise on English law that is a governing law of many transaction documents. Adding this qualification to your CV would definitely help you stand out from the crowd and help your legal career in the long run. We are living in an era where international trade and international disputes are inevitable. An effective modern lawyer would need to have the ability to act as international lawyer in complex cross-border transactions. To achieve that goal, you need to have the knowledge and experience on both local law and English law aspect of the transactions. If you add the English law qualification to your profile, that would definitely mark you as a modern lawyer of today.